Hi people, welcome to this quick video tutorial on how to use the Airdrop and range control application that I've just released. You can get it by going to my website, clicking on the Airdrop range control and clicking the download now. It'll give you a zip file. Inside the zip file there is a setup.exe. Run that, it'll install. When it installs it will auto run, or you will find it located here. You can also find the brief manual. So on opening ATR you will get this screen. You'll get the lovely welcome screen and the part that basically tells you you're using this at your own risk. I take no responsibility for any problems, blah blah blah. The option to donate to me if you feel it's worth donating any money, and the continue button. Pressing the continue button will let you into the application itself. So this is the main application. It requires that you have flight sim running, so we're just going to go and grab the Battlefield Airlifter here and load it in at Richmond really fast in the background here. So while it's doing that, we're going to tell this to connect to the sim, and we're going to set up some basic stuff. I'm going to do a small pallet drop, and I'm going to drop 5 of them. We can also see that it says use the water runner keybind to drop the object. I've already got this bound in my settings to Control W. You will need to set this up. At this point in this app for airdrops, I've done everything I need to do. I've selected the item I want, the amount, and I can actually just shrink this down, or in my case drag it over to another screen. We'll wait for Flight Sim to finish opening. So okay, Flight Sim's opened, I'm cold and dark, we'll quickly get this aircraft up and running. And the other thing I'm going to quickly do is remove alien hands from over there. So obviously we're in the aircraft. The aircraft itself doesn't care what setup we're in. We're going to get this off the ground. We're just going to switch to an external view. So we'll go to a lock spot view. We'll zoom out a little bit here. Not the easiest way to fly an aircraft when you can't see what's going on. So okay, we're airborne. Now let's say we want to do an airdrop. We normally obviously we wouldn't do it this way, but as we can remember we set small pallets at 5. Now Control W is my bind for the pallets. I'm going to tell it I want the door open, just for aesthetic sake. It doesn't matter, you can have the doors closed, you can have them open. Then I'm going to press Control W. So now we have an airdrop in progress, and you can see we just airdropped 5 pallets. They're off and doing their thing. They'll continue down, they'll land. We can do another 5. So, while this is going on, over on the airdrop and target range, we can see that it's keeping track of each of these. It shows us their altitude, their current lat long. And we can see that one's actually just landed. Another one's about to land. So, if we actually fly back over where some of these dropped, or we do a drop low, and where we can actually see it, so if we come back around on where we just did that drop, you'll see that there's actually an object on the ground. It spawned in that object as it hit. And this will work over multiplayer, so you can see other people in your multiplayer sessions airdrops. So as you can see, there's the crates down on the ground. The other thing we can obviously do is smoke grenades. So if we bring this over and we change this to a red smoke grenade, we tell it we only want to drop 1. Do Control W. You see that we've got a red smoke bellowing out. Finally, the other option you've got is, we'll actually just pause the sim here. You can remove any of these items by pressing the delete object, or you can remove all of them. You can see where they landed by double clicking on the lat long, and it'll show you just here. This one landed here, which is good for checking your accuracy. You can delete all of the items by clicking here and it'll remove them all from within the sim. Will not remove them from the map, so you can check where you landed. It will keep all the items in that you've looked at on the map until you close out. The other option we've got is the ground target system. The ground target system allows you to make objects appear at any point on the ground. You can do this 2 ways. You can select from the library objects we've got, or you can tell it other and type in an object name. For the moment we're going to tell it that we want to make Willie Pete appear, or basically a smoke round. We're going to tell it we want it to appear here. So as you can see, we've got the lats, the long in. We can give it a heading if it was an actual object, but we don't have. Later we may have movement added, and we can tell it that we want to spawn the target. We should see, presuming my Willy Peak installed properly, the Willy Peak round go off, which it has. You can do this for aircraft, so let's say we want to spawn in a King Air down there. Same deal, double click on the map where we want, spawn target, and if you look, we have a King Air down here. So if we turn, don't want to slam into the ground because I've got tac pack running, but we've actually got a King Air on the runway down there, and the beautiful thing about it is it's completely targetable and destroyable by tac pack, so you can use it for things like that. Anyway, that's the basics of using this. I hope you've enjoyed the quick look. If you feel it's worth anything, feel free to donate. Otherwise, enjoy.